Ah, I'm getting too hot. He's so handsome, very handsome. Okay, before I start cooking, I always look at my watch, and if it's wine o'clock, it's time to start cooking. Cheers, shall we begin? We're gonna make seafood pasta, seafood penne, alright, in a tarragon cream sauce. And I prepared most of the ingredients ahead of time, so if you'll bear with me and have a look down here, I'll show you what we got. We have shrimp, small shrimp. We have large shrimp. I love to use the both for the presentation. Some fresh broccoli. Slivered red peppers. Sliced mushrooms. And here we have gourmet peppercorns, cracked. Tarragon, teaspoon of tarragon. Lots of chopped garlic, because we'll be needing that for a few different things. Fresh green spring onions. And imitation crab. Alright, and we're going to have a baguette. And I'm going to show you how I do my baguettes, okay? So we'll cut that in half so we can get that in the oven. You want to slice them about an inch. Well, let's use a proper knife here. Inch slices like so. You don't want to cut all the way through, okay? At an angle. Just like that. Missed the scallops, so a little handful of scallops. Toss in there with that too. So I use a for my spread here, a margarine and olive oil blend, which is, I just find it a lot nicer. And I'll show you what I put in that, okay? Take some fresh garlic. A little bit of that fresh garlic there. Okay. Okay, also I like to put in a little parsley, like so. Parsley I done growed myself out in the back 40. And Johnny's garlic spread. This stuff is awesome. I'll just take a little pinch of that. Pour that in there like that. And blend that up. Okay, so now you want to take a little bit of that and simply tuck a bit in there. You want to try to get a little bit on both sides. And you go all the way down both slices doing that. Black. Shows everything. Okay. Once you've got that bread buttered, you want to wrap that in some tin foil. You don't want to wrap the by Jiminy's out of it. You want to leave a little crack at the top. Kind of like that. See? Just so some steam can get out of there. Okay, you want to do that. You pop that in your oven. Okay, so for the sauce, we're going to make a tarragon cream sauce. We're going to start with a couple of tablespoons of butter, which we will melt down. Then we're going to add 1.5 cups of light cream, a teaspoon of tarragon, half a teaspoon of sea salt, which is nice to use, and cracked black peppercorns. The peppercorns we will not put into the end. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that. And of course, lots of garlic. I hope you guys got one of these babies, these choppers, because I'll tell you, that's a little quieter. No, boy, look at that, eh? Let's have a look here. Look at that, huh? Voila. Okay, as far as the red pepper goes, you want to sliver it. Once you cut it, you want to sliver it as thin as possible. Just keep finding the bigger pieces and slivering it like this. It's for appearance more than anything. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Instead of using just ground black pepper, it's really nice to use cracked peppercorns. Such a better flavor. It doesn't seem as overpowering when you do that. And here, I'm going to show you something. Put a few peppercorns like that down, not a whole lot, and use the flat edge of a big knife, and you crack them. That's how you get them. Voila. So we've got our 2 or 3 tablespoons of butter, a cup and a half of cream. We're going to add that in there. And then we're going to add in a nice, good, big, at least a tablespoon of garlic. Okay, we got to reserve a bit of that for the shrimps. And our tarragon. Okay, a teaspoon of tarragon. And I think we're going to put in just a half a teaspoon, of course, sea salt. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to take it over to the stove and we're going to reduce it. So let's do that right now. We'll fire that up. Okay, so this is for Lewis. That's a fine job. That's a fine job of nails pounded into wood. We're going to reduce that. The peppercorns we're going to put in at the end. Now you want to bring this to a boil and then just bring it down to a simmer because you don't want it to burn and you want to constantly stir it. Okay, so you're not going to stop stirring it. You got it? Mmm. Doesn't that look good? Take a look at this sauce. See, this is what it should come out like, okay? Now when it's just about simmered or boiled down a little bit, and you want to use whipping cream, okay, when you make this. You don't want to use light cream half and half. There's your black peppercorns. Look at that. Okay, stir that up in there. Now you just want to set that aside. Okay. There you have it. Now as far as the seafood goes, here I have the large shrimp, as you can see, the small shrimp, and the scallops. I put the garlic in here. I throw in a little sprinkle of this. It's garlic ale. And half a teaspoon of tarragon. And that's it. And you want to fry this up real quick on there. Okay, so what we have here, so we have the shrimp and the prawns and the scallops all in the pan, and we're going to fry those up really quick. Does not take long. Okay, so now what we're going to do here is we're just going to nuke these 4 things very quickly. You want to do the broccoli about 1.5 minutes, mushrooms 2 minutes, the crab about 30 seconds, and the red peppers 30 seconds. It's called presentation. 4 big ones for Michelle. Some scallops in there. Some of those little shrimpies in there. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Oh, hot butter all over me. So good. Cheers. Cheers!